Hello, Namaste. Myself, M.S. Basargaon, Assistant Professor, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. In this session, we are going to discuss successive differentiation, part 4. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to find nth derivative of exponential and trigonometric functions. Now, first we will see the n derivative of exponential function. In that, first exponential function we will consider if y equal to a raised to mx, then yn equal to m raised to n into a raised to mx into log a raised to n. Now, we will see the proof. Consider y equal to a raised to mx. Differentiating y with respect to x successively, we get, here we are denoting the first derivative by y suffix 1 dy by dx. As you know, the derivative of a raised to mx is m into a raised to mx into log a. This was the first derivative of y equal to e raised to mx. Now again differentiating first derivative with respect to x, we get the second derivative, that we denote y suffix 2, which is equal to, again what we get, m into m square a raised to mx into log a, that is log a whole square. Similarly, the third derivative differentiating again second derivative with respect to x, we get y3 is equal to m cube into a raised to mx into log a raised to 3. Now, by generalization, we can write yn equal to m raised to n into a raised to mx into log a raised to n. If m is equal to 1, that is y equal to a raised to x, then we get yn equal to a raised to x log a raised to n. In this one, if m is 1, then n derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x into log a raised to n. This was the n derivative of y equal to a raised to x. Now, second exponential function, if y equal to e raised to mx, then yn is equal to m raised to n into e raised to mx. Now, consider y equal to e raised to mx, then differentiating y with respect to x successively, we get first derivative, that is y1 is equal to m into e raised to mx. Again differentiating with respect to x, we get second derivative, that is y suffix 2 equal to m square into e raised to mx. Again differentiating y2 with respect to x, you get y3 means third derivative, which is equal to m raised to 3 into e raised to mx. And by generalization, we get yn equal to m raised to n e raised to mx. And now we will see the nth derivative of trigonometric function. In that again, first one is, if y equal to sin ax plus b, then yn equal to a raised to n into sin ax plus b plus n pi by 2. Now consider y equal to sin ax plus b as equation number 1. Differentiating y with respect to x successfully, we get first derivative y1. As you know, the derivative of sin of f of x is cos of f of x into f dash of x. Therefore, derivative of sin ax plus b is cos ax plus b into a, that is a cos ax plus b, which is equal to, we can write a sin ax plus b plus pi by 2. Since we have sin of theta plus pi by 2 is cos theta, that is again converting this cosine to sine by using this relation. Now again differentiating this with respect to x, y2, that is second derivative is what, a into a, that is a square cos of ax plus b plus pi by 2, which you can write again a square sin of ax plus b plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is 2 pi by 2. This was the second derivative of sin of ax plus b. Similarly, the third derivative we get is a raised to 3 cos of ax plus b plus 2 pi by 2. Again we can write this as a cube, which is equal to a cube sin of ax plus b plus 3 pi by 2. Therefore, by generalization, we can write yn equal to a raised to n sin of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. This was the nth derivative of sin of ax plus b. In this one, in sin ax plus b, if b equal to 0, that is if y equal to sin ax, then yn is equal to a raised to n sin ax plus n pi by 2. Similarly, in the same way you get if y equal to cos of ax plus b, then yn equal to a raised to n cos of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. The similar way we get the similar result, that is if y equal to cos ax plus b, then yn equal to a raised to n cos of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. Again here if b equal to 0, that is if y equal to cos ax, then yn equal to get a raised to n cos of ax plus n pi by 2. This was the n derivative of cos of ax plus b. Now these are the formulas of exponential and trigonometric functions. Now pause the video for a while and find the n derivatives of the following functions. First one is 2 raised to 5x, second one is e raised to minus 3x, and third one is cos of 7x. Now find the n derivative of all these three. I hope you have completed. First one is y equal to 2 raised to 5x. Now here directly we can compare with a raised to mx. Isn't? Therefore, see here, if just now you have seen if y equal to a raised to mx, then yn equal to m raised to n into a raised to mx into log a raised to n. Here a is 2 and m is 5. Therefore, yn equal to 5 raised to n into 2 raised to 5x into log 2 raised to n. This was the n derivative of 2 raised to 5x. Now see here, let y equal to e raised to minus 3x. Here you may compare this with if y equal to e raised to mx, then yn equal to m raised to n e raised to mx. Here m is minus 3. Therefore, yn is equal to minus 3 raised to n e raised to minus 3x. Similarly, we know let y equal to cos 7x, and we have seen if y equal to cos x, then yn equal to a raised to n cos of ax plus n pi by 2, and here a is 7. Therefore, yn equal to a raised to n means 7 raised to n cos of 7x plus n pi by 2. These are the n derivative of very simple exponential and trigonometric function. And now we will see the example. First one, find the n derivative of sin x into cos 3x. Let y equal to sin x into cos 3x. Here you have product of sin and cosine. Therefore, whenever your trigonometric function is there, to find the n derivative, in that cases first of all you have to express in the form of sin ax plus b or cos ax plus b. Now see, we can write which is equal to, as we know, sin a cos b equal to 1/2 of sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Now here a is x and b is 3x, therefore 1/2 of sin of x plus 3x plus sin of x minus 3x. That is 1/2 of sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Now which is equal to 1/2 of x plus 3x, that is sin of 4x, and here what we get, sin of minus 2x, and sin of minus 2x is minus sin 2x. And therefore yn equal to 1 by 2 as it is, and just now we have seen the n derivative of sin ax, that is n derivative of sin 4x is what we get, 4 raised to n sin of 4x plus n pi by 2. This was the n derivative of sin 4x minus n derivative of sin 2x is 2 raised to n sin of 2x plus n pi by 2 using the formula of sin ax. Now next example, find the n derivative of sin cube 3x. See, look at this trigonometric function, it is a sin cube 3x. Therefore, first of all, by using the trigonometric relations, we have to simplify this and we have to express in the form of sin ax plus b or cos ax plus b. Now we can write sin 3 theta equal to 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. Therefore, sin cube theta equal to what we get, 1 by 4 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta. Now replacing theta by 3x in the above formula, because we are required to calculate sin cube 3x. Therefore, sin cube 3x equal to what we get, 1 by 4 into bracket 3 sin 3x minus sin 9x, replacing theta by 3x. Therefore, we can write y equal to sin cube 3x, which we can write this as 1 by 4 into bracket 3 sin x minus sin 9x. And as you know, if y equal to sin ax, then yn equal to a raised to n sin ax plus n pi by 2. Comparing, we can write, therefore yn equal to 1 by 4 as it is, and this 3 as it is, and nth derivative of sin 3x is 3 raised to n sin of 3x plus n pi by 2 minus nth derivative of sin 9x is 9 raised to n sin of 9x plus n pi by 2 using this formula. And now here by simplifying, we can write which is equal to 1 by 4, 3 into 3 raised to n, that is 3 raised to n plus 1 sin of 3x plus n pi by 2 minus 9 raised to n sin of 9x plus n pi by 2. This is what the n derivative of sin cube 3x. References: Higher Engineering Mathematics by Dr. B.S. Grewal. Thank you.